So, resilience and coping. By and large, resilient people tend to have some of these characteristics. They have more of these characteristics as people who find it less easy to be resilient and bounce back from adversity. They tend to view problems and challenges as opportunities. That sounds pious, but it's pretty much the case. They learn from the mistakes. They succeed despite their hardships. They seek out new and challenging experiences. They don't let anxiety and doubts overwhelm them. They have more of a sense of humour, perhaps gallows humour, and realistic optimism under stress. They don't feel shame or depression in the face of failure. They transform helplessness into power, and they move from being a victim to being a survivor. Now, at one level, that sort of trite generalisation, it was brought home to me when we published a study, as I mentioned at the beginning, on Crohn's disease, inflammatory bowel disease, in Parliament back in April, May. It's a really difficult condition for people to have. It tends to get people quite young. It causes all sorts of problems in the workplace and many psychological problems. And we had a patient of working age came to present at this event. And what she said was that the fact that I'm a survivor, if you like, in the workplace, I'm able to work effectively in my job, is due to the fact that I am persistent. I don't give up. I don't take no for an answer. Despite all my challenges, I try to perform well. I try to be a good colleague. She listed out a whole range of attributes that she and other people with long-term conditions like IBD had. And she said the problem is that because of our condition, we find it difficult to get work or stay in work. And yet all those characteristics we have are exactly what employers want from their workforces. So rather than being a hindrance or a burden on employers, we are actually gold dust. And you need to employ more of us. And for me, that was a good articulation of the type of resilience and persistence that people with those sorts of long-term conditions are exhibiting every day. And the big question is, how can we get more of that amongst the rest of the workforce? Now, there are many people greater than me who've got views about this. George Bernard Shaw. Do you want me to read these out? Probably not. This is about external and internal locus of control. It's about people taking control of their lives, even in adversity. Charles Darwin, who himself, I think, suffered very badly from anxiety, which some people argue is actually one of the reasons he was so good at what he did, said famously, it's not the strongest of the species that survived, nor the most intelligent, but the most responsive to change. And I thought I'd choose a different picture of Winnie. Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it's the courage to continue that makes the difference. So we get some hints of the type of characteristics that people with resilience have, and part of our challenge as organisations is to try and harness that, to identify, understand it and hold it.